Why should India develop solar energy? What are the achievements and challenges? What are the achievements and challenges? Meaning what? What are the achievements of India in developing solar energy until now? And what are the challenges that have been faced by India in developing solar energy? So, okay, what is the question basically asking about? What is the scope or what is the potential of developing solar energy or solar power in the country? So, you should first explain what is. I hope nobody explained how does a solar cell function. That is not required here. Okay, that is not required over here. So you can explain what is what is the potential and what is the scope. That is why you may start the answer. Okay. So what did you write? What is the potential? Why should we develop? Correct. Exactly. So the kind of climate that we have in India is actually suitable every month of the year, except for few days. That is whenever you have a cyclone or whenever you have monsoon rainfall. Except for few days, you have sunlight throughout the day, which is available, which is very suitable for producing electricity. For exploiting solar energy. Okay, so we have sunlight availability throughout the year across all the 12 months. Okay, next. Exactly. So, how will you write? You should say that it will contribute to India reducing its carbon emissions, which will help in fulfilling its INDCs, internationally determined. No, I stands for I think internally. No, I stands for no. Intended nationally determined contributions. I told you, right, that we are hoping to reduce 33 to 35% of carbon emissions by 2030. So that is part of the intended nationally determined contributions, INDC. Intended nationally determined contributions. So adopting solar energy will help us in achieving our intended nationally determined contributions of reducing 30 to 33% of carbon emissions by the year 2030. Okay, so this is another reason as to why we should develop solar energy in the country. Okay, anything else? It is a clean fuel, non-polluting. Sorry? This is very important point. So it helps in energy productions locally. Energy production locally. So what happens in hilly terrain, for example, we are not able to connect those small villages or hamlets to the grid. Therefore, we are able to produce energy locally, produce electricity locally. So it helps in energy production locally in remote locations. Low maintenance. Solar energy has low maintenance. High return over a period of time. Over a period of time, it has higher return on investment. Yes, fine. So what are the other points that you may write? Okay. For example, it helps in India achieving energy security. Correct? Energy security is actually important even for national security. It helps in achieving national security. It diversifies energy matrix of India. It helps in diversifying energy matrix of India. Okay. So as of today, the cost of producing electricity from solar energy has gone down. It is much cheaper. Okay. Meaning what? Cost of solar energy has gone down and efficiency has gone up, which makes it the right time to invest in solar energy. Correct. Now, if we have to produce solar energy, solar power and exploit solar energy, we need solar cells and solar panels. Therefore, we need manufacturing in India. So this can contribute to Make in India. This can contribute to Make in India. This will provide employment. This will on fossil fuels. It reduces dependency on fossil fuels and helps us in bringing down carbon emissions. Okay, I think you have sufficient points now for what is the potential or scope. Okay, next we move on to achievements. What are the achievements? So we have already achieved, we said that we are going to produce around 20 gigawatts, but we have exceeded that to 40 gigawatts, more than 40 gigawatts. And now we have set the target of 100 gigawatts, and hence this may help us in achieving our intended nationally determined contributions. Okay. Correct. Very important. You'll have to, almost everybody will have to mention this. If you don't mention this, then it seems that your answer is lacking something. So you'll have to mention that India has led the way in establishing International Solar Alliance, which has put solar energy on the world map when it comes to producing electricity, put the focus on solar energy and solar power. It has helped bring different nations together. It has helped boost India's soft power. Correct? So you also mentioned one sun, one world, one grid. Okay. So this is an organization with more than 100 countries who have signed, who are signatories of ISA. It is a big achievement. It is a big achievement. So India started ISA with France. Okay, then. Correct. So in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Karnataka, we have set up one of the largest solar power plants in the world. Correct. Solar pumps for farmers. We are providing subsidies to solar pumps for farmers. Electric mobility is not entirely solar based, but that is fine. Okay. What next? Solar fences for farms. Correct. To protect farms from wild animals. Solar fences we are establishing. Okay. Then what? See, our energy matrix, in the energy matrix, solar energy contribution and renewable energy is around 30%. That is a big achievement. That is a big achievement. I think one of the slides, right, somewhere here, it mentioned that the power, the cost per unit of power from solar energy has gone down to about 2 units. That is also one big achievement. We have made it more affordable. We have made it more affordable. So we have invested and ensured that there are many solar power plants which are installed across the country to produce electricity. And we are also ensuring through various schemes of buyback that people invest in solar power plant and they are able to generate revenue from that. So these are all good schemes of the government. ISA is at Gurugram. Correct. Photovoltaics. Yes. Then anything else? How about challenges? What are the challenges? The high initial cost has made people. The upfront cost is high. The upfront cost is high. Also, we'll have to invest in batteries. Batteries cost are high. Okay, so this is one of the main reasons as to why people do not adopt solar power, because the upfront cost is high. Then, correct, lobbying. Correct. So there are many people to lobby against renewable energy. Land acquisition is one of the biggest problems in India. For establishing large-scale power plants, land acquisition has become the biggest problem. Then, I wouldn't say lack of FDI. There is problem with respect to sharing of technology. So not FDI per se. You can write that developed countries are not sharing technology when it comes to producing efficient solar cells. Sorry? Correct. So you don't have continuous, correct. This is one of the biggest challenges. Continuous power production. What do you say? Flexibility is not there. Inflexible. Weather condition. So sunlight not available throughout the day, 24/7 it is not available, and weather conditions will hamper it. So there is no flexibility when it comes to solar energy. See what happens in thermal power plant, for example, is that tomorrow, if I need a sudden increase in power production, I can produce that increased amount of electricity. But in solar power, can I say tomorrow I want extra 10 gigawatts? Can I do that? I can't do that. But in thermal coal power plant, I can do that by burning more coal. So the flexibility is not. This is one of the other biggest problems with respect to solar energy. With respect to solar energy, correct? Then what are the other challenges? Cost of solar cells is still high. Is still high, that it is not very affordable. We still do not have the technology to manufacture solar cells, silicon solar cells. We don't have enough silicon reserves. Therefore, we are not able to manufacture that. On top of that, we are heavily dependent on China for import of solar panels. For import of solar panels. Okay, so these are other challenges when it comes to solar energy. Solar powered vehicles are not correct. It is not efficient. Solar powered vehicles are simply not efficient, and hence they have not developed. Is clear? Anything else? Okay. Will you end the answer here? What can you do to improve it? Write way forward. You will write potential, then you'll write achievements, then you'll write challenges. Will you end the answer there? No. You will give suggestions. You may consider giving 2 or 3 suggestions as to how can we improve the condition or situation in India when it comes to solar power and solar energy. So you can write a small subheading like way forward and give suggestions. What suggestions can you give? For example, we may consider solar highways. Solar highways. China has done it. France has done it. What will they do? They will install solar panels across the highways, and in intermittent locations, they will establish charging points so that electric vehicles can charge their vehicles. Solar highways, that can be done. Okay. What other suggestion can you give? Photovoltaics can be taken up at a larger scale. Okay. More active participation in international solar alliance. So technology and funds transfer. That is there, Allah. We have established it. It is already there. Okay. Any other suggestion that you can give? 2 or 3 is enough. No need to see. That is not part of the answer. Okay. So you don't have to focus too much on it. 1 or 2 points, stop it. Attract private players. Okay. Increase investment. So write 2 or 3 points in this slide, and then you can end the answer. So this will give a better dimension. So you're not just sticking to what the question is asking. You are also that is what is required of your IAS or KS officers, right? You have to give suggestions, policy formulation. So all these things requires initiation. So this is nothing but an initiative. You are showing that you have initiating new things. Clear?